Waiting for you, Twitch. Not waiting anymore, Twitch. I don't need that. I don't need that. Fuck off. I need this. Yeah. And that. Yeah. All the panels. Okay. I forgot everything I knew over the weekend. Alright. I just broke my arm. Broke my arm again. Cool. So, a new week. A new game. It's not gonna be going for all the time. It's going to be a new project, everyone. Hello and welcome to the Dust Stop. Grim Dawn. Because everybody hates Mondays. If you don't hate Mondays, well, then you're not everybody. You're someone else. Look at those crows on the trees. How lovely. So, I hope I'm not overly loud. All the intake is lowest. All the volume is lowest on this microphone. So, Ashes of Malmuth. Expansion. New character, veteran mode. Let's go with a male. Let's name this fucker Delegus Ticus. That's the name of the character I wanted to give. That's the name I wanted to give to my Fallout character, but I forgot. But I know now, so yeah. Delegus Ticus and not necrophilia. Yeah, that's just a play on words, man. It's a play on words, so... If I'm correct, Delegus Ticus should be... he's nowhere to be found. Let's create him again. The fuck? I hope there isn't a character limit. Alright, Delegus Ticus here. Veteran difficulty, normal. I mean veteran mode. Because if you played the game before, then you will know that if you're not playing on veteran, it's too fucking easy. So put it on veteran to be safe. Single player main campaign, let's do this. So just a heads up on what character I'm going to play. Also the game might be a bit quiet. It's certainly quiet for me, but I can adjust it for myself. Oh, cutscene. Wait, what happened? Oh my, are you kidding me? Alright, so I pressed the mute hotkey to mute myself. But pressing a button skipped the cutscene, so let's see if we can look at the cutscenes somewhere. Well, I certainly can. Easily. I am professional, so delete Delegus Ticus. Yes, fuck you. Create Delegus Ticus again. Fucking Delegus Ticus. Create him a second time because the game is telling me that I have too many characters. It doesn't want to give me. Now mute myself before the cutscene and then enjoy the cutscene.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this, but the bonds hold, for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us Ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first. We were managed by your corrupt gods. Your part opened the way, and now we Return to reclaim what my rights should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires, emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down. What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
Those birds, I swear. Also, this cutscene was amazing. Loud as fuck, but amazing. So, we be human now, but we remember. Also, oh, I forgot what I wanted to say. Let's just look at the freaking audio. That's not the audio, that's the audio. I know that if I fiddle with the video settings, OBS is going to freeze, so I would have to restart OBS and the game as well, so I'm not going to fiddle with the video settings. They're good. They're medium, kind of. Some stuff is medium, some stuff is low, some stuff is high. That's how I like it. Ambient is higher than music. Music is very good though, so let's put it up a bit. Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Just yeah. It's well, sadly, I don't know. Oh well. I never actually played the game with music on and ambient sounds and shit.
You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that.
Shit.
Let's go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
What happened? How did I get here?
You were possessed.
Shit.
So we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Where can I find this captain then?
He's up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
Sure. It can wait. Fuck, I can't read. I'll be on my way then. Sure, fuck you. So, I can choose to go this way, but it's fucked. We can repair it with scraps and iron bits. We don't know what that is until we open our inventory and see that this might be iron bits. We have a salt bag. So cool. Diligus Stickus. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna display the time, just so I know what time it is. Because this game can eat my time up like no tomorrow. Also, bury him deep with the rest. Yeah. Mass grave. That triggers some people, I'm sure, but yeah. I can choose to go this way, but this way is fucked. So the world map is humongous. You see how big it is? Yeah. So this is the Ashes of Malmuth expansion. Huge, huge. This is some dungeon added in a patch. It's pretty cool. Never beaten it before because it's hard. Yeah, so there is definitely room for new expansions and new places to explore later on if, hey Olav, if the developers decide to make more expansions, and I hope they do because this game is amazing. But let's go find this captain who can't shoot a fucking rope. Are you the captain? No.
So you're the one we almost hung. I didn't really see a sense in it.
Not almost, you did hung
again,
me, faggot.
No one really cares what old Barnabas thinks. You really should go speak with the captain. He'll be the one deciding whether there's a place for you here at Devil's Crossing.
So you're not the captain. You can also see the factions we have. Haven't met these assholes before, haven't met anyone before really, but we know of these two factions, the enemy factions, the two main enemy factions, and Devil's Crossing, our first friendly allied faction. We have tiers, we get new stuff at new tiers, like a new quest, bounty table, more items. Also there's a little, you know, flavor text and the reputation giving deeds, quests, bounties, and killing Cronley's gang. Now we never met them yet, but we will, don't worry. Also Chthonians, these are the Blood God cult. They spawn additional enemies as they get more hostile, and the Ethereals, the assholes who are invading. So I'm good, Olav. How are you? I'm playing some Grim Dawn. There's Harmond, we don't... Oh, there's Barnabas. Oh no, Barnabas is the guy down there, it's Bourbon. I'm gonna drink your blood,
You're not looking
Bourbon.
too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned
Oh, you don't
to
know the
arrest to
game,
be safe,
Olav?
but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need
You don't know
someone
about Grim
expendable,
Dawn? They are
someone
attacking.
with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that
Ooh.
person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
Fucking scrap metal saw blade, already a better weapon for free. What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife.
Ew.
Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy.
Ethereal
We have
energy.
observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the Burial Hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the Burial Hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Where can I find Burial Hill?
You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
Alright, I find what's reanimating those corpses. So we can't enter the... well, the prison. It used to be a prison, but it's our HQ now. 'Cause there's a guy who sells some shit, but we are flat broke, so... Fuck that guy. This is the doorman. This is a DLC person. I'm tired of these illusions, but I don't have them, so... You can get, like, cosmetics if you buy DLC, but it's kind of not really worth it. And they are attacking again. Let's grab this saw blade, whip it, and just go to town. Yeah. Defending Devil's Crossing like a champ. I can also sell this dagger right away. I can get like 1 silver for it, or iron. 2! Nice. I have some change. Also, this is a portal. These are the things we can use to fast travel later on. It's like what's the game? Titan's Quest with the portals. You can put down a panic portal and access stuff and be cool. So I hope the audio levels are okay. What is this? It's a shield, but we are weak. Health potion. Alright. Let's make the health potion my right click. And my left click is my weapon attack. So far we don't have access to the skills menu because we are level 1. Let's go and level up, and then we can decide what to become. I already know what I want to build this character into. So in the base game, without the Ashes of Malmouth, whatever, expansion, in the base game I loved the Arcanist. I loved the Freezy Pop build. And in the expansion I love the Skelly Spam. So let's marry those together, and we are going to be disgusting. Hopefully. So beating up furniture sometimes gives us money, components, and lore. Lore is going to be here. There's our quest, completed quests, devotion shrines, and whatever that is. Oh, tutorial. Yeah, you can read a lot. We're not going to do that. Bam, we leveled up. So I'm going to do Arcanist and Necromancer because they are my favorite. Also there are devotion shrines, and there's a fuck ton of different stuff. We are going to go through this as time goes by, as they come up. You can restore shrines, total of 55 in the game, all throughout the different difficulty settings. So you need multiple playthroughs on harder difficulties to get all the 55. So you can have 55 little points and complete constellations, and they give different bonuses. We are going to deal with this later, but now Arcanist or Necromancer, what should be my starter? Because you can't choose the second class up until level 10. Also, you don't have to use hybrid builds. You can go with pure Arcanist, Soldier, whatever tickles your fancy. I'm not going to go through all of these. Basically, Soldier, like, not going to go through all of these in detail. Just Soldier is your basic melee tanky guy. Demolitionist is your disgusting murder everybody type of guy using fire and lightning. Occultist is basically Dreeg's Eye or Go Home. It's poison, and it can summon a doggo and a burb. The burb is good with its lightning. Nightblade is the trash class. It's basically the dual wielder. Glass cannon deals damage and dies. Arcanist is the glass cannon magic caster. Amazing. Shaman is the basically it's the totemancer. So even though I love totems in Path of Exile, I don't like the totems in this game. It's like the tankier kind of soldier, kind of the occultist. Inquisitor is one of the new classes. It's dual wielding pistols with all sorts of elemental damage and runes and traps. As you can see, there are ice runes behind him defending his flank while he shoots enemies in front of him. And the Necromancer is the I don't have enough friends, let's make more kind of a playstyle. So I'm going to go with the Necromancer first to get friends. Yes, because friends are good. So like in Titan Quest, you have a main bar, you have to fill it up to unlock new skills on the skill tree, but this goes horizontally opposed to the Titan Quest's vertical bar. Very similar to Titan Quest. If you play Titan Quest, you know what this is. If you haven't played Titan Quest, well, I'm sorry, but you are missing out. So circles are passives, squares are actives, and there are modifiers. They do different stuff, and sometimes there are prerequisites like, I don't know, I don't think this guy has prerequisites. Oh, this guy has, yeah. This modifier needs a two-handed weapon to be active, otherwise you can't use it. Different skills. We are going to go through these. Let's just get on with the game and look at stuff as we go. So now we can have 3 skellingtons. They are the naked boys for now. They are going to get stronger. And there is a robot. I always go to this little island when I start out the game. Here are a bit stronger enemies like level 5 or some shit. Snack people. They give a lot of experience to a level 2 person, so let's just beat them up. With our skelly boys, this is going to be very easy. And if you see my HP dropping, it's okay, we have Constitution, so Constitution is a unique mechanic to this game. Basically, also my cat is screaming outside, but I don't give a fuck about him now. He barfed on my carpet today, so he can go and fuck himself. Also, my skelly boys are very fragile in this state. Level up already. We killed like 5 snacks and we already leveled up, so that's why I like this place. This is the speed level place. I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, Constitution, the unique mechanic to this game. Basically, you have your HP, the red stuff, and your mana. But over your HP there is this yellow... fuck. This yellow... looks like a condom, you know, it covers your HP. You see it depleting. So, I can't actually see how much Constitution I have. But as long as I have this yellow bar over the red bar, if I stop fighting and I'm not in combat for a couple seconds, my HP is going to regenerate rapidly, consuming the Constitution. As soon as the Constitution runs out, you can't rely on its regenerative powers. You have to either use health potions, fuck you, it's on my quick key. Either you want to use health potions, die, or run back to town and restock on Constitution. But you also get Constitution items like soul of your enemies, or, well, simply put food around the place sometimes that refills your Constitution. Also leveling up refills your HP, your mana, and your Constitution in a split second, so that can be very good in clutch situations while you're fighting a big horde of enemies and you have no health potions. That's never going to happen, by the way. You just level up and everything is fine. Like now, I wasn't scared because I saw that my XP bar down in the bottom, I mean above the hotkeys and below the health and mana indicators, the experience bar. So when you die, you drop your corpse, I mean your grave. You lose some experience, but if you reclaim your grave, you get some of it back. Not all of it though. We're not playing hardcore, so we're not going to die forever if we die, so we can die as many times as we want. Experience penalty is not that big of a deal. So there's food ration, it's going to refill my Constitution. It's not 100% refill, I think it's like a 60%, I'm not sure. Also lore. I'm not going to read these lores because they are pretty boring to me. It might be interesting to you, but I'm sure it's on the Wikipedia, so... Or play the game. It's a good game. Also there are components like these little scavenged platings. You can enhance different items like armor. This goes on armor stuff. This goes on shields and offhands and rings. So I could put it on my... Actually it's not going on amulets, so... I could put it on my shield, on my chest item, but... Polished emerald is shit. Don't even. There are white items. We are not going to stick with white items because white items are scheisse. Although I'm going to use this for now. I'm also going to... There's a loot filter. So common and up, magic or up, rare up, epic up, and legendary or above. I'm going to put it on yellow for now. with by pressing down Alt I can see all the dropped items. I don't care about white stuff. We can't go down here. This is a quest place later on in the game. This musket is loud as fuck. So there are also stats like strength, intelligence and dexterity. I summon my skelly boys because I ran out. Also you can see there's an archer skelly boy now. The higher your race skeleton's level is, the stronger skelly boys are going to summon. And it's pretty cool. Snacks are coming out of the ground. They're spoopy. Already leveled up, level 5 already. Wait a minute, that's a lot of levels. We are going to just clear this island and then look at stuff. So mainly we just kill enemies. It's an action RPG game, kind of like a hack and slash RPG. So you level up, but mainly you just go around and kill stuff. Right now our objective tells us that we need to get to a place, so that's one stuff, but once we're there we're going to have to kill the guy who's reanimating the corpses, so it's like Diablo in a way, you know. I mean, every ARPG is like Diablo because Diablo did it first, kind of. Also there's multiplayer, so if you feel lonely and you don't have skelly boys or they are not to your liking, you can play with friends or random people. But I don't know how good that is. But yeah, our objectives are just to kill stuff, because we are going to put an end to the ethereal threat, these fuckers. Also now we have the beast faction. Since we killed some beasts, the snake boys are beasts, so now they hate us as well. It's fine. Let's see what level ups I can have. So I can't choose the second class yet, because yeah, I'm only level 5. Let's put some points in here. So raising this bar at the bottom not only unlocks new skills, but it also gives physique, cunning and spirit. Yeah, it's not strength, intelligence and dex, it's physique, cunning and spirit. Also it gives extra HP and energy, so that's always very good. So I unlocked Bone Harvest and Spectral Binding, so let's go with Bone Harvest for now. I might respec out of it, I'm not sure. I really want to reach Undead Legion. And I could reach Undead Legion if I... Yeah, so next level up we can put Undead Legions in. Undead Legion gives us more skelly limit and quicker recharge to the skill of raised skeletons, and also it becomes cheaper, so that's always nice. And I really don't need the Bone Harvest now. Also, when you level up you get attribute points you can put in physique, cunning and spirit, but I generally save them, and if I see a very good item for my class I can't equip because I lack one of the attributes, I spend my points then and I touch up on my attributes to be able to use certain items. I'm going to stay with my shitty musket, because now these guys, these zombies here are pretty much below our level, since we power leveled with the snakes, so we can just whatever, level 4, fuck you. Also the game randomly generates obstacles in your way, like this wagon. This might not be here on another playthrough, you know, because it makes the map a bit more random in a way. Closes paths, opens up other paths, well, it's nice. Also there are bugs, and we kill bugs because they are stinky. I can't even see what I'm shooting at, but I sure am hitting something. Food ration, more bug. Amazing. So now I have 2 archer skellies and 1 melee guy. That is to my liking. I shouldn't dilly-dally because these guys are small fries compared to what we have to kill. So let's just go. Our first champion, this guy is scripted, he always appears, Barrock the Blooded. Kind of teaches you the meaning of friendship, especially if he gets stuck. Oh, now he's free and he hits me because he's mad. Fuck you. Champions drop their soul in the form of orbs. You can shatter them and get the champion's loot. And the loot is generally better than the normal enemies' presents. So it's always good to deal with them. Also they give more experience and are harder to kill. There's some more lore. Reading lore gives you experience, so even if you don't read it, just pick it up and use it to get more experience. I read it countless times and it's okay, I guess, but that's really not the main focus of the game. That tonic of mending is going to maybe come in handy. Also we leveled up, so we can do the Undead Legion. Extra 2 Skelly Boys. Too bad you only summoned 3 at a time, so we have to wait for the recharge. For example, this bridge is now not locked. On another playthrough, this bridge was locked and I had to go up here over the river or stream or whatever that is. Now we have 5 Skelly Boys. If you exceed the summon limit, your active Skelly Boys will randomly die and replenish with new guys. Now I have 2 archers and 3 melee guys. That's okay. Let's kill some mosquitoes because we hate malaria. Also let's kill a cloud of flies because that certainly makes sense. Yay, portal. Just gonna run to the burial here. So these are the ether crystals. You always want to kill these and collect the goodie from them because that's a crafting recipe must have. And what's the crafting recipe that needs it all the time? It's dynamite, and dynamite is going to be a crucial part of our life later on. And yes, there is crafting in the game. This game has it all. You can craft weapons, armor, trinkets, this stone shit. It's not available yet. Soon. You can find crafting recipes from enemies, and also you can buy crafting recipes from factions, provided you have a good standing with them. You see, like faction discount, access to faction vendor when I reach friendly standing with them. I'm only tolerated now, so they give no bonuses. Thankfully, recipes, I mean blueprints, are, once you buy them, they apply to all your characters and all your future playthroughs. So if you buy them with a character and you start a new character and get up to level I don't know how much, you can just craft the equipment. It's going to be unlocked, so it's an account thingy, so it applies to your account, even though you don't really have an account in the game, but I guess if you own it on Steam, your Steam account has the game. This musket is very loud. I'm going to switch to this guy, this shield. So this character I'm building is not going to be reliant on weapons. Weapons are only going to give me bonuses in the form of extra skill damage and maybe some modifiers like, I don't know. This guy gives me attack speed, that's kind of useless, but this shield gives me extra damage to humans and 7% cunning, so that's all I'm going to look for when it comes to weapons. So ranged weapon, melee weapon, it's not going to matter because I'm going to be casting and summoning, and that's all I'm going to do. So this character is going to be a spell something, basically a mix of Arcanist and Necromancer, and I'm going to use the Arcanist's Freezy Pop ability. It's very fun, I love it. And the Necromancer's Bone Harvest, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I might not use it all the way through the game, but I'm certainly going to use it in early game because it's very strong. Also, there's the guy we have to kill. So boss monsters have their name in purple or in lavender color, whatever you see, and they are always there, always watching, always ready for a fight, and they are kicking my butt. So I can just loot corpses while my skeletons fight. So I'm certainly not the toughest son of a bitch here. I'm relying on my Skelling boys, and my Skelly boys are very fragile because this gives them extra HP and damage, but I only have it on level 2 because I went for the extra cannon fodder first. Also, I have no skills, no weapon skills, no nothing, so this guy is summoning people, so we should deal with him first. He also farts on the ground with crystals. He died and we leveled up, and all the shit around him perished because they were linked to his will and they can't live without him. Or it, but I guess it's a him. We got a lot of good stuff. Drop the white stuff because they don't really sell for a lot anyways. 118 physique, I don't really need this, so fuck this. I'm a caster. So you see, this one gives me extra vitality damage and extra vitality decay percentage. Percentage is applied to all your skills that deal vitality damage. If it said like +5 vitality damage, it would only apply to the weapon itself. But percentages are very good, and I'm going to use this because guess what? Bone Harvest deals vitality damage, so I'm going to put it on 1 and have fun with it. Also, I may put some... No, I'm going to save my points for the Arcanist tree because I really want to get the Freezy Pop ability. You're going to see it, it's the Flash Freeze. Health, energy and HP, piercing, retaliation, cunning. Okay, so I get this. Cold Resi and Poison Resi, so there are also resistances. Fire, Cold, Lightning and Poison Acid, your main quote-unquote elementals, although the elementals only apply to these guys. This is Poison Acid. There's Piercing, Defense, Bleed, Vitality, it's like, as it says, Vitality Decay, like, for example, Life Leech, that sort of stuff. There's Ether Resistance, well, these guys deal ether damage most of the time, and most of the time these guys deal vitality damage and also chaos damage, and that's also resistance. Chaos, yeah, Chthonian beings like to deal chaos damage, and there is stun resistance. Very nice, because some enemies like to stun you for about almost 2 seconds. If you don't have stun resistance, you're dead in the water for a while. Components, we have a lot in my stash, because the stash also applies to all characters. As soon as we get into Devil's Crossing, also now I have the Bone Harvest on a 3-second cooldown, so now I become the caster and I start to murder everybody with ease. So as soon as we get into Devil's Crossing, we're going to have access to a lot of sweet gear. It's gonna deal with these crystals, and that is our first devotion shrine. So the first couple devotion shrines are very easy. They only require, guess what, ether crystals from the clusters. So whenever you offer the tribute and you complete you restore the shrine, you get a devotion point. Now, devotion points, this is the fun stuff. This is like Path of Exile's passive tree. It can be intimidating at first. You won't be able to unlock everything because you only have 55 points at most. You get like 22 points on your normal playthrough, so don't even want to get all 55. So this character is going to deal cold damage, vitality damage if I stick with Bone Harvest, and I will try to get some pet bonuses, like there is Bismile Bones. This guy gives bonus to all pets, 30% damage, more speed, more vitality resistance to my pets, even more damage, and some HP to my pets. Also it gives me 30% damage as well, so I benefit, my pets benefit. And these big purple stars in the constellations are active abilities that can be either activated by you or they can be activated from a skill, so they are triggers. Like this one, 20% chance on attack. You get another pet for 60 seconds. Oh no, it lives for 20 seconds and it has a 60-second skill recharge. It's an extra pet for you. So I'm going to look for cold and pet bonuses and maybe vitality. So you have different affinities. Ascendant is the purple. It also highlights what depends on ascendant points. Chaos points, it's this part. It's mostly chaos and stuff. Eldritch is mostly the poison stuff and the pets as well. Order is the soldier and the Nightblade stuff, you know, it's like piercing and physical damage, physical resistance, that sort of shit. Extra HP, retaliation. And Primordial is like the elemental stuff. I really like for example, the Tempest is very good for an Arcanist. But we are not really an Arcanist build, so the Crossroads is your main stuff you can start. And we are going to look for, I think I'm going to go for the Gallows. Well, not really. Because fuck the Gallows, it's Vitality and Chaos, and I might not want to stick with Vitality. Jackal gives some shit to my pets. Also, affinity requirements are shown, and also constellation bonus if you complete the constellation, so there is a big thinking going on later with this shit. Total speed, attack speed, and I get 15% damage. Let's just put in this and see what it unlocks. Also we can undo, and you can respec, and anytime you desire you can respec in town or at the HQ for money and for these sweet little things. And I just exited, so I can't undo anymore, but I think I'm going to be okay with the chaos point, because I might get, what is this guy, Ascendant Chaos, I don't need that. Bleeding Resi, Cunning, and some Resis. No, I'm going to get the Jackal, because the Jackal is always good to start with if you have pets, because it's not that bad. Also Wendigo, more vitality damage. So cold, what gives me cold? There is no search function in this, so Tempest gives me lightning. Fuck that. Down here, also the DLC added some new ones, like the Whale Warden, the Toad, wherever the Toad is, there, the Toad. The Shepherd of Storms. The Shepherd of Storms is good again, it gives me cold and lightning, but I'm only cold and pets. And maybe vitality, we'll see. I don't wanna waste time with that. I sometimes also do I wait for more points to accumulate, and then I spend them at once. Yeah. Alright. We can leave. We can also teleport back without the need of walking. Who walks these days? Let's go back. So from the minimap you can choose big portals, but you cannot choose your small portals. You can only use small portals if you enter a rift gate and then do a small portal. Also you can just do this, but bye.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source?
I have killed the animator, the rainmater.
A creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Welcome to Devil's Crossing.
What an awesome occupation. I am the gatekeeper. Thank you.
I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors.
Mingle?
Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
Okay, I'll speak to them. So now we get some optional quests. Well, not really optional because I need this to advance the story, because Bourbon won't talk to me anymore until I mingle. So there is Harmond. Harmond has no voice acting because he's not useful. He's just going about killing these people, alright, because they killed their family. So I need to kill 3 guys. So this used to be a kill 15 rotting soldiers quest, but they changed it and they added these champion guys we have to kill. There's the scientist.
Welcome to my workshop. I saw you fighting the dead out in Lower Crossing, and I dare say you were absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
Evidently,
The
cutting
dead,
you off
he
that
says.
noose was the best decision the captain made that day. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Kasparov, scientist and inventor. What brings you to my humble shop?
The captain said you wanted to speak with me.
Rift gates, yes. The Ethereals use them to get around. I was working on a way to close them, but then you stumbled through ours. We have never seen a human, possessed or otherwise, pass through one before.
Oh, that's how I
Not a
came
living
here.
one, anyway. It was then that I realized that we could put these portals to use. There's something about you that is attuned to the rift gates, and I intend to replicate it.
Wait, I what?
You don't remember anything, do you?
Nope.
I may have taken some liberties while you were out cold. It was just a few tests, a blood sample or two.
I never read
nothing
this,
major.
by the way.
The results were curious.
This is new to me.
It appears that your body is still teeming with residual aether energies.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, you won't be growing any new limbs. Probably.
That's too bad. I could
But
use a
I'm
new
going on
arm.
tangents here. I believe that with a correctly tuned pulse of aether energy, we can replicate this phenomenon in a controlled manner, as in without the need for pesky possession. I've been working on just the device to do it, but it needs power. For that, I require aether crystal fragments.
So Crowley's gang is doing the same, but they are choosing a more barbaric method. We will see them. Most likely not today, because this game is a bit long, but we'll see them. Where can I find these crystals? I already have some, but yeah. Oh, I already have some ether crystals like these.
Excellent.
Wow.
These will do perfectly.
Exploded.
I'll just place them into my device here, and... Oh my, that's not right. Not at all. That pulse, it wasn't supposed to go off. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3... Yes, my fingers are still intact.
3.
Did it reach you too? How do you feel?
It reached me and I feel stronger.
Ah, very Very good.
You get a skill
I'm sure
point.
a little more aether in your system won't do you the slightest harm. Okay, maybe it was a lot more, but you look fine. Fitter than ever. A real
Nice.
shame about the prototype, though. Showed such promise. Perhaps if I had more fragments.
I think we're done here. So he can't pursue his dreams of researching shit. But that's okay.
We've been so preoccupied with this Riftgate business that I completely forgot about my apprentice, Starlet.
Shit.
I sent her out to the Burwich estates to fetch parts for our research, and she's been gone entirely too long. Seems her ineptitude carries beyond just the workstation.
You lost your apprentice.
I have to say, I do feel a little responsible for her now that she's my apprentice. Could you please go out there and find that hopeless girl?
I'll keep an eye out. Sure, let's find the hopeless girl. That's another quest. Oh, look. We can't go down there. Also, let's quickly sell the shit I have. Yeah. Oh, it's an offhand. Acid damage we don't have. Poison damage we don't have. Energy regeneration and skill cooldown reduction. Sure. So offhands go in your offhand like your shield. And you cannot dual wield one-handed weapons, melee or ranged otherwise, unless you get special items that allow you. There are some special items like these stones or chest pieces, or you get the Inquisitors or Shadow Nightblades, I think, passive skill that allows you to dual wield stuff. But we don't need that shit. Hey, Bay.
The captain send you over? He must have done quite a service with the dead if he's got hands to spare for old Barnabas. Let's get to business, yeah?
Yeah.
Our wind pump's broken down again and we're running low on water. We're all out of parts, so I can't fix her up. Can always melt down what weapons we have, but I'm not too fond of being fired in my sleep. I'll need scrap from Lower Crossing.
Alright, is this enough scrap? I have some scrap with me. I think we need 5 scrap. I hope I have enough. Is this enough?
Impressive.
It
We
is.
hadn't had much luck scavenging for supplies on account of the dead swarming Lower Crossing. You seem to handle them well enough, though. I'll get the wind pump up and running in no time. Devil's Crossing will have safe drinking water again, and it's all thanks to you.
Glad I
First
could
class
help.
on me.
Glad I could.
Well,
Alright,
good
it's
news
done.
is I got the water pumping again.
Ugh, it's
The only
green.
problem is it smells like a sewer. Only about a tenfold worse. I haven't smelled something this rotten
Since when?
since I've cleared out a den of slith ages ago. They're loathsome reptiles, make their homes in swamps and dank caves. They secrete a nasty poison into the water that makes it drinkable for them, but nearly always fatal to us.
I take my chances.
Good iron, there's a nest in that cave that fuels our pump. I'm too old for all this spelunking, so I need you to go down there and kill it.
How do I get to the caves?
This key will open the cellar in the shack behind me, right by that accursed riftgate. It connects to the bowels of the prison, which should lead you to the cave. Find the slith matriarch that's likely polluting our water supply, and the poison should clear out on its own. You do this, and all the Devil's Crossing will be honoring your name with every glass.
I'll take care of the slith. I kinda have to, so... Now I have pool water. Tasty. But we don't really like that, so... We go downstairs and fix that. Before we go into Devil's Crossing, mind you. We can just quickly take care of this business. What's in here? Wow, corpses. Right. Well, usually there are enemies here. It's pretty empty now. It's random. Ah, these guys. Spiky red dogs. Well, I have more spikes than you can ever imagine. So, yeah, the prison dungeons. Teeming with ethereals and zombies. as expected. I don't even care about that guy, it's just one guy. Also there are secret rooms, secret little holes with chests in them. I know some locations. I forgot most of the locations, but I know this one. Bam! Has some bones and a chest. Gives us good stuff. Also, I'm going to put the filter up to rare and above, because really we don't care about most stuff anyways. Oh, movement speed? Sure, sign me up. Or up, I don't care. Also, I leveled up again, almost at the level 10 mark, where we can just become the hybrid we always wanted to be. Spiders are also different factions tend to fight each other, like beasts are fighting the ethereals, chthonics are fighting the ethereals, beasts are fighting the chthonics, Kronin's gang is fighting everybody but themselves, and there are the undead, and they are fighting everybody but themselves as well. Basically everyone is fighting everyone but themselves. Let's say just that, because that is the truth. I only have melee skellies. I want to get some archers. There's one archer boy. Let's go deeper. I could also just say no to the Arcanist for now and just go with the Skelly boys. So let's let loose the spiders. Nice. Oh, tonic of mending. You auto pick up money and tonics, but everything else you have to click. That's sometimes a pain in the ass. So I could just pump this up and get more skellingtons, but meh. Also, I could get the Blight Fiend to tank for me. This guy's like a tank. He's doing poison and acid, but he's not that important, really. Yeah, I mean, I would, yeah, I don't know. Also, I desummoned my Skelly boys by changing the skill. It's always nice to see. Not really. This guy's fat. More Skelly boys. I always pick up components, no matter how shit they are, because sometimes you need components to craft better components. And I'm a hoarder by nature, so yeah. So now we have the snake people again. This would be the first time we meet these guys, but we already met them on the island. Although they have stronger variants like the warrior guys, the mage guys. And also we'll see bigger snake people. Fucking snake. There's also a faction quest with the Devil's Crossing that kind of reveals the origin of these snake people, how they were created. And I find that quest very, very nice. That's the dungeon on the island I cannot access now. That's where that quest takes place, and you have to find out what the fuck happened. I mean, you don't have to, you are going there for research documents, but you eventually find out what happened and how these snake people came to be. And it's very, very nice. I like it. I'm not going to spoil it. One day we are going to get there. Oh, one more level up. Also these necklaces that drop an optional quest with another faction I have not mentioned yet. The Rovers. Because they rove around. They are wanderers. Yeah, I'm not going this way. Fuck you. Let's just kill the big boy. Or girl. It's your apprentice. Willoth the Corruptor. That bitch there. And also there's a shrine for us. And it has weird stuff. Weird water-based attacks. And also poison bubbles. And it's going to be tough. Tough fight. No. Eh. I want the scrap before I die. But I will never die. No! Don't fucking... Wow. So this is going to be a bit painful because I have this awesome skill that's best against multiple weaker enemies and also has a 3-second cooldown. Also my skellingtons are very fragile. But he has 17 HP portions, so we can just tank hit this guy. Also zoom on it, see the absolutely amazing graphics. As we hack away at this snake, and it dies and drops its grand spoils. Very nice. Also it drops its own ring. Where is it? This guy. So some equipment has flavor text, like this one. Crudely fashioned piece of jewelry. Strange that a Slith would use such a thing. They are primitive, but kind of like people, right? Acid damage, physique, offense ability, and it gives +2 to Amarasta's Blade Burst. That's a skill we are never going to see because it's a Nightblade skill and we don't dabble in such shit tier skills. Energy regen, offense ability and extra energy, always good. Cunning spirit, energy regen, attack speed and ranged expertise. Meh. All of them are shit, really. What is this? Some boots. Level 13 boots. Wow, thank you. We can just leave. Yeah. There's nothing else, just a couple snake people, but they won't poison the well, I'm sure. Hey, water should be clean.
Any luck clearing out those sliths? We're starting to beg me for water. I don't know how many more times I can say it'll melt your guts before they just rush me to take it.
As soon as I say I've taken care of it, it's going to turn okay.
Well done.
Or not.
Once I pump out the remaining poison water, the spring should be clean enough for drinking. I'll make sure to let people here know how much help you've been. They'll be grateful if they can get a drink without dissolving their intestines. One more thing. Take my rucksack. Useful for hauling back scrap or whatever else you come across. I'm too old for that stuff now.
Ah, this is very, very useful. Thank you, glad to be of help. Bam! Ah, it's clean. It looks like trash though. So I get reputation and an inventory bag. Just like in Titan's Quest, so... It's not actually trash, it's just... Well, I guess they wanted to make it reflective, but... That's the ground behind the barrel. Yeah, see? So it shows the ground, but it's not showing me, so... It's kind of trippy, but we have an extra inventory slot. Just like in Titan's Quest, where you accumulate extra inventory bags. And it's very good, because you don't have to run around back and forth the town to sell your shit every single minute. I don't need these. I'm not even going to look at them.
Put it to good use.
Also, these. Yeah. Captain said you're good to go. Don't start any trouble. Thank you, Rook. Now we get some experience for that. So they have salt. Keeps out the bad guys.
Come see what's left of my wares.
There's the Devil's Crossing faction shop. We don't really have a reputation, but as you can see at the bottom of the Rotten Heart blueprint, already learned. So I already got this with different characters, or a different character, because you only need to learn it once, and everybody has it unlocked. So all these shit things are unlocked, even though we don't know what crafting is, because this is still rubble. Let's get some quests. Sybil Hard, I'm sorry to bother you, but if you're heading down towards Whitemire, could you keep an eye out for my brother? She's a chain smoker. Who is he? His name is Milton Hart. He was a soldier in the Imperial Army. When we fled Berwick, she volunteered to cover our escape. He always had a penchant for heroics. But it has been weeks, and we have not heard from him. I dread to think that he may have become one of the dead. With a big D. He always wore an amulet I gave him years ago to keep him safe. Now I fear it may be preventing him in undeath. I wish nothing but for my brother to be allowed to rest in peace. Will you do this for me? Continue. We last saw each other at the Southern Hollow in Whitemire, so I'm afraid he's still out there. I'll do what I must. I'll kill him. Let's get this sweet note. This note disappears after a certain time. I don't know what triggers its disappearance, but 50 experience for free. For free also. There's Edwin. Edwin is the cook, but he's bad. So if I see someone who can cook and replenish my constitution, I should send them back to Devil's Crossing. There's the respect girl, the witch from the cutscene.
Greetings, child. I am pleased to see that the taint of possession has left you.
Child?
Should you require it, I offer spiritual guidance to the survivors. I will gladly extend this service to you.
Thanks. So now she can respec.
Your mind of regrets.
Yeah. So we respec our basic skills for bits, iron bits, so just money, and we can get rid of our devotions for crystals. But I don't want to do that, because I only have one. Hello, calm down lady, and don't mean you any harm, I just wanted to talk. So this is a locked quest, but we don't have it unlocked yet because we are still just tolerated. We need friendly. It also tells us new quest. And this is what we really like. The smuggler. So the DLC added extendable personal storage, and also the storage got bigger by like 2 columns and 2 rows, if I'm correct. So it's a bit bigger. And this is where the magic happens. All the love, all the time I played, yeah. And that's not all. Some characters have their personal storage like half full with shit. So yeah. So I have some items here from other characters collected and stashed for this very character. Stuff that gives me extra freezy popping skill, gives me extra raise skeletons and stuff. But we are only level 9, so this is basically off limits to us because I don't think any items are low level enough. Yeah, everything is X'd out. All the shit is X'd out. Yeah, even this, yeah, like 18, 14, yeah. You don't have access to any of these for now. Basically, up until level 20, I shouldn't touch it.
Good, you're back. I've
Hey.
heard good things from both Kasparov and Barnabas. You're a real asset to this community.
Thank you.
One of my scouts came back with news making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Burwich Village to the north, past the swamps of Whitemire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating deeper.
How can I help?
You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far.
Oh,
Your
thanks.
ability to secure rift gates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Burwich, there's bound to be a rift gate. If you can capture it, that will give us a solid foothold in the area.
How do I get to Burwich?
Follow the road north through Whitemire. Though in the current
It's
state
pretty
of things,
easy.
you'll likely have to leave the road behind well before
It's
you reach
linear.
the village. Keep pressing north, and you will eventually reach the outskirts of Burwich. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you will have to find a way inside. Once you've secured the rift gate, return to Devil's Crossing.
I'm ready. This is the bounty table. We don't have access to it yet. Bounty table is here, respected. So let's look for survivors and make our way to Burwich Village up here. So that's going to be the first act. This is the entire first act. Burwich Village has a boss man. Second act is Old Arkovia. What the hell is that? And third act is I think the homestead stuff, and the final act is the whole rest. And there's the expansion. Also, fucking Valbury. God damn Valbury. Also, there's a guy I always miss because I don't explore anymore. Hey, why did my shit get removed? Oh, because I respect and then I put it back. I see. So this guy, there's a guy. All this is an optional person you can save or leave to rot, because you have the choice. You can make the choice yourself. I choose to save you, Faldis, by exposing you to the enemy. Sure. Hey, we're all going to die out here. Calm down. Where are you from? I was staying with a group of survivors down in Devil's Crossing, you know, the old prison, but supplies started running low. I volunteered to go scavenging around Lower Crossing. Figured it was safe enough, but I was wrong. I got chased in here by a pack of ravenous rift scourges. Though I can't hear their maddening skittering anymore. I suppose I have you to thank for that. Doesn't matter though, the area is overrun with the dead. We won't make it 5 feet without getting surrounded. I suppose I could open a rift gate. A what? Isn't that what those things are pouring out of? Sort of, but mine will take you home. Enter my rift gate, Faldis. I'm having a hard time believing that after what I've seen up in Burwich. Oh, he's been in Burwich. But you don't seem to have the look of a taken about you. Even though I was taken. Suppose this is my only option. See you back at Devil's Crossing, open a rift gate, and he's dead. Nice. I ate him. He became my soul. Extra. Nah. Oh, he's back, and he's safe, and he's useless. So now let's make our way forward. Pay no mind to the dead, they are slow. Although these eyes are annoying, so... Oh look, a new enemy, a burning dead. So when the level is displayed in blue, that means they are well below my level and they won't drop rare items. So I really shouldn't stick around to kill them, because they don't really give anything. Green is okay, yellow is the preferred target, and red is out of your league. You can try to kill enemies with red level numbers, but it's going to be hard normally. Although some characters, some builds are very strong and they don't give a fuck about level indicators, and they destroy red enemies with ease. But that's not us. We are fragile. We are meant to be fragile for now. There's the vital essence that replenishes your constitution, but we don't need that because we leveled up. Huh. Hey, Arcanist. So this is my favorite stuff. I love the replicating missile. It's basically magic missile that deals all sorts of elemental damage, basically fire, cold, and lightning. You can enhance it with ether damage and extra stuff like fragments and crit damage and overtime stuff and stun chance. But I'm not going to use it. What we're going to use from this skill tree is this. All extras flesh freeze. Because that is just fun. Basically we fart. We do the cold fart that destroys our enemies. And I love it. I love it so much. So 7 levels in it is going to be enough for now. I'm not going to put any more points into it in Act 1 because that's unnecessary. So now we can go and make our skellingtons stronger, maybe get the Blight Fiend, and maybe get the Bone Harvest some extra levels. Maybe, I'm really not sure. Even though it's a very strong skill. Let's look around in the White Mire. Bet. So for now, this Flesh Freeze is not really strong enough to kill enemies, but it freezes them for 3.4 seconds. Yeah, because the spell freezes enemies for its duration. Enemies resistant to freeze effects will suffer reduced duration. So it has a 3.4 second duration. That is very good for crowd controlling. So they are just frozen. And by the time they thaw out, my skellingtons will deal with them with extreme prejudice. But as soon as I get the absolute zero, it will give them frostburn damage over time, and it will be capable to kill enemies on its own. So I can do this. Yay. It's also very good if you are getting overwhelmed. I can just do that and save myself. Very good skill, I love it. Oh, look, a cave. I wonder what's in this cave. Sometimes that cave is not here, sometimes it is. Luckily, it's here now, so... Oh, look! Humans! And they attack me. And they are the Kronlin's gang. They're basically bandits. And that guy is happy. Happy, so happy. These guys were bandits even before the Grim Dawn happened, so... They are human scum. Look! People. And it's Jasper. And a couple others. I mean, one other person. The rest seem dead. Yeah. Hey, Jasper. And they are the rovers. Oh, we are meeting new people every time. Please stay your weapon, stranger. We are no outlaws. We were captured and put to work here in the mine. I hope you're here to set us free. You're slaves here? And what are you mining? Fungus? The fuck? So it would seem, and nothing is worse to a rover than being confined. Gypsies. We're part of a rover band that set up camp in a secluded part of Whitemire, hoping to avoid but trouble found us anyway. They captured 4 of us But young Larkin and 2 other men who were here already died from overwork. They just left their bodies down here with us. Rovers follow the path of peace, but I can't help thinking the world is a better place since you sent 2 outlaws to beat their judgment. I killed the bandits, you're free to go, or I can get you to Devil's Crossing using a rift gate. I am not going to tell them that because they are rovers and we don't need their stinking kind here. Nah, I killed the bandits, you're free to go. Right. We'll spread your word of your deed. Should you ever find yourself in the company of the rovers, you will always find a place beside our fire. Take care. Thank you, Ger, for giving us back our freedom. Let's set out to rejoin our people once we've had a chance to rest. Travel safe. Oh, rovers. Oh, look. Corpse. Oh no, more bandits. So the Flesh Freeze and the Bone Harvest really synergize together because Flesh Freeze has a 6-second cooldown. And the Bone Harvest has a 3-second cooldown, so, you know, I can make it work, but still, I might not need the Bone Harvest. Also, Bone Harvest is going to have a much shorter range than a Flesh Freeze. Flesh Freeze is going to have like a 14-meter range. Basically the whole screen is going to freeze when I use it. But Bone Harvest is only going to have 9 meters range. Or something like that. So, yeah. Let's get some food rations to replenish our constitution. So if you want to make a very tanky guy, you take the soldier and the shaman and you become the living wall. If you skill them appropriately. Because there are stuff like the Arcanist and the Necromancer also have passive abilities like Reaping Strike, activates with all default weapon attacks. Also Arcanist has a Elemental Exchange, it's an aura, and this might apply to my skellingtons. Ability must be toggled, yeah, it gives elemental damage, energy leech, physical damage converted to elemental damage, and increases energy regeneration. This might apply to my skellingtons, I will have to see. So next level up I'm going to put a point into that and check if it works, because if it works I can make my skellingtons even stronger. Oh. Stronger skellingtons are always good to have. Let's see what's here. Fun. Also, it's easier to see the enemy while they are frozen, especially if you're in some kind of a cave or dungeon that's dimly lit, because when they freeze, well, they just died. They become bright blue. See? Ice, baby. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I guess we're exploring the old dump. Alright. Let's see what's in the old dump. Another cave. Very nice. Let's go down to the dump. So, since I started utilizing the Flesh Freeze, my skellingtons tend to not die. So I can help them. So let's see if it works. Exchange, let's see. Oh yes, it works. They get the effect, but they only get the effect while they are close to me. Well, they seem to stick close. Also, this shit has a big range. 12-meter radius. Okay, that's big. Okay, this is good. Bonus to all pets. Extra elemental oh, okay, that's an answer right there. The effect is extended to your allies, but it already is. That's weird. It gives them more physical damage converted to elemental damage and more elemental damage. That's pretty neat. Let's do that. Oh yeah, I only have 2 points. So I can get 45% physical damage converted to elemental damage. I'm going to put 1 point in here. It's going to be my 1 point wonder. And then go with the necromancer stuff. Stronger skellingtons. It's actually good because it gives me some extra energy regeneration. Also, it reserves some mana, as you can see here. It reserves mana. But we don't really care about that, to be honest. Let's kill some dogs and rats. So, scavengers are another... Oops, wrong skill. Scavengers, another enemy type. There's a lot of enemy types in the game as well. And way more items that you have seen in my stash. That's just some stuff I could fit into the stash. I mean the storage. There's a lot, a very huge amount. Oh look, it's a purple man. Pasquille the Hoarder. Well, it might be me. I'm the Hoarder. And he's fucking dead. Oh no, corpse. So there should be a unique green... Oh, we already have that. Bernard's slightly chewed buckler. Because he got fucked up by this Pasquille guy. And that corpse was Bernard, most likely. I cannot use it at level 14 and I don't really want to use it anyways. Because it's acid and poison. Yeah, we don't need it also. I love the quick keys. They are a must-have in all games like this. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, I would give my left leg if we had a auto sort in Path of Exile's inventory, because oh god, inventory Tetris is a real thing, and it's not good for your health. Also, what I miss from this game is movement abilities. I'm really spoiled by Path of Exile's movement abilities. But this game, you just run around slowly. There are components and unique items that give extra movement speed, like this guy has a modifier on it that gives us 4% extra movement speed. And while we are on the subject, guys, kill. Nice. So there are other tabs in our inventory. So this is the main overview. Shows us our offensive, defensive ability, damage per second, armor rating. I don't have head and shoulder armor, so if the enemy hits me in the head, I'm going to take full damage from it. They have a 15% to hit me in the head and the shoulders. And I have a base armor rating of 7. That's 0% armor absorption, so it's pretty poop. Because I haven't found the green stuff for that. I'm sure if I set it lower, like there, novice tuning, it's poop. But yeah. Padded boots, ew. Also energy and other stuff, so we've been through this. There's the second tab that shows us our damage per hit. It shows you the active ability on your left click. So now it's the weapon attack. It has a breakdown, it has physical pierce, cold, fire and lightning. Because of my elemental exchange, I deal extra elemental damage. Pierce is from this guy because it has 18% armor piercing. That means 18% of the damage is pierce. So that's why it's pierce. But Bone Harvest also receives the elemental exchange, so the fire and lightning are there. It deals innate vitality and cold, and since it has 115% of main hand damage... Oh, it has innate piercing as well, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. So I can get devotions on that, if I use this shit. I still haven't decided. So it gets the physical from the sword, because it has 115 extra stuff. Also it gets some piercing from it. There is the other one, if I put like the weapon attack, there's the right click, but I have the tonic of mending on it every single time, and there's the base weapon damage we have. Also there are some character stats, everything you need really, it's very detailed, very good. So attacks per second, attack speed, crit damage, run speed, regeneration, absorption, that's energy leech, bonus to our constitution, that's the condom on our HP bar, extra experience gain, extra light radius, so the game is not fucking dark when it gets night. Skill modifiers, because some gears give us like +1 to all skills or +1 to just a certain skill class skills, and that shows up here. There's the physical breakdown, physical damage modifier, pierce, bleeding and internal trauma. Basically bleeding and trauma damage are both damage over times. Bleed comes from the pierce, I believe, and trauma comes from physical damage with heavy weapons or skills like the soldier skills, which like to deal internal trauma damage, and that's damage over time. Basically it's internal bleeding and broken bones and shit, and lifesteal. And there's the magical breakdown, casting speed, cooldown reduction, cost reduction, health damage, that's in the occultist stuff, if I believe, most of it, like a set percentage, like when you attack the enemy you deal 15% of it HP as direct damage, and that's very strong. Elementals, all the extra damage, burn, so over time we have burn, frost burn, that comes from cold, electrocute, it's another overtime damage, that's from lightning, poison is the acid overtime, and vitality decay, it's the vitality damage over time, and that's when you life leech most of the time. And pet bonuses, and this is going to be very important for us. I'm going to try to stack as many damage bonuses as I can. I have a character with 400% extra damage bonus for my pets, and it's not even a lot, it's really easy to get that. And there's the third tab that shows us our defenses. Chance to block 0, I don't have a shield, and all the different slow resist, sleep resist, freeze, petrify, trap resist. So beside these main resistances we have all these little effects: energy leech, disruption, physical. That's a lot, that's a very, it's amazing. What is this? Damage blocked, oh nice. Also the retaliation builds are very funny. You just stand around and the enemies kill themselves. But I never done retaliation builds because they are very item dependent. So I have 0 retaliation and just some extra stats like elapsed time, monsters killed, bosses killed, total deaths, this will go up, I'm sure. Damage dealt, damage taken, the most damage, average item level, and the greatest monster killed. So far it was Willoth the Corruptor. Like in Titan Quest. Titan Quest has a similar breakdown, even though the game is not made by the same people. I mean, might have some people from Titan Quest's development team, I don't know about that. But this is like what, Crate Studios? I don't fucking know, that's a big boy. I wanna kill the big boy. So that's the inventory, that's the character sheet basically. All the statistics you want are in there, and they are pretty accurate too, so it's very nice. Okay, what I'm looking for is a way. This is the way to this side. I can see a portal on the minimap already. Because the road is fucked. It's flooded, the bridge is out. Before I touch the portal, I wanna see what's here. Some more enemies we can kill. They are level 8 and 9, so we don't really care about them. We are level 11, so yeah, that's about it. I can see this big black like dark area on the map. I assure you there's nothing important except for Milton Heart, because I always forget that Milton Heart is somewhere around here or here. So I completely missed Milton Heart. I completely missed the secret place. That secret place is out of my league though, because it's like level, I don't know, 40, 50, so it's pretty far. Also, this portal seems to be infested with enemies. And they are coming through! They're coming out of the ground, but still. Alright, we cleared the portal, we can take the portal down to the Burial Hills, because Milton Heart is still at large, and we need to put him down, so... let's quickly dispatch Milton Heart. Bless his heart. I always forget. Also, Pharos, Julius, and Negan are around somewhere, so yeah, I just skipped the whole fucking quests. Ah, I can see that's Pharos the Rotted down here, but we have a full group following us. We should deal with them first. Alright. Some Skelly boys died. They have their own, like, this guy is pretty wounded. He's going to die soon. Oh, I can freeze the guy. That's pretty cool. So he's only level 9. I kind of skipped him. Oh no, he's going to kill me with poison. Eh! I refuse to heal. There. And he farts around his own corpse, so he's dead. Alright, so they should be around somewhere. Kinda keep forgetting where they are. Oh no. Let's go back to the road, deal with Milton Heart. I hope he's around here. I always forget. Get some more Skelly boys. There is a chest. Destructible wall, that person, and the chest. Very nice. Good. So it looks like Milton Heart is not here. I am very confused. Confused indeed.
That skill's not ready.
Skill's not ready yet. Well, it is now. Right. Looking at the minimap and the big map at the same time. To see what the fuck. You know what? Let's go back to the White Mire. Let's just move towards our goal. If Milton Heart shows up, he shows up. If not, well, I don't care. We get an amulet that's basically useless. It would be better than my salt bag, but yeah. Who cares? He's not hurting anyone. I'm sure of it. It's totally fine.
Can't do that yet.
I can't do that yet. I'm lost. Confused. So we have cast speed reduced, attack speed reduced, these fucking things. So buffs are on the left side, debuffs on the right side. If you were wondering, Sudden Hollow. Oh wait, Milton Hart was in the Sudden Hollow, so I did not skip him yet. But I skipped Pharos, so it was a good idea to go back. Sometimes you just gotta go back. Oh wait, Spalders. Let's just actually use the Spalders for once. Ruined Bone of Decay. That must be acid and shit. Vitality damage. Oh wait, that's actually better for this thing. So let's see if it changes. Oh nice, 5 extra minimal damage. Well, I'm glad it's a special bone. And this is Julius, the Decayed. He's electric type. Oh no. Eh. He has balls of electricity. But he's going down pretty easily. Although I'm going down as well. Level up. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh look, a conjuring. Oh, Carver's Conjuring Bone. That's another green special that's always guaranteed to drop from a certain person. Carver himself. 18% to all damage, 8 damage to all pets. And you can get the Reckless Guardian. Reckless Guardian. Also it gives me more damage, yeah, so... The Reckless Guardian. So the Reckless Guardian triggers 5% chance on attack. Well, I mainly attack with the Bone Harvest and this, so it's not going to trigger that often. Especially if this is considered a cast and not an attack. Oh look, more crystals. Hey, what is this? Oh, there, the Reckless Guardian. 5% chance, it's already out. Very nice. And it lives for an entire 22 seconds. Who's that? That's Milton Hart. Nice. So he's here indeed. Overseers are annoying. Overseers are these fat eyes. They speed up the enemies. Movement and attack. Milton Hart is just an ordinary soldier. And there's walking beer all over the place. Denied. Have a level up, Milton. Just chill. I'm frozen now. Oh, that's... I don't want that to hit me. Milton Hart is healing.
Can't do that yet.
And he's gone. We have his note, we don't care about that. We also have the amulet we need. It's pretty fine indeed. Let's look in here. He was chilling in this house, in this shack. This might be their home, I don't know. So we dealt with that quest. Also I have a level up, I always keep forgetting. Level up! I say... what's this? Will of the Crypt. Infuse your skeleton minions with necrotic energies. Nah. Call of the Grave is very good, so let's give 2 here and 1 here. Oops, yes. Basically, Call of the Grave heals your minions, also makes them stronger for like 10 seconds. There's like a salvage dealer up here. I only have 1 necklace, so the necklaces are going to come in handy here because there's an optional quest from this guy. So these are overs again. You travel a dangerous path, stranger. This solitary refuge is one of the few safe places left in the Whitemire. If you plan to set out on the road again, perhaps there's a way that we could help one another. You can deny, or just, what might that be? The Slith are unnatural creatures and poison the land itself, so it seems only fitting that we should turn some of their vile magic against them. Their shamans carry bone necklaces, primitive things, but they carry primal power within them. I can weave this power into something more potent for you. If you bring me a few of their necklaces, and say 100 iron bits to aid us in return, I will fashion you a magical ring. What say you? You have yourself a deal, mister. Because we don't only get a ring, we get reputation, and we really need the reputation. You're the first to find us in a long time. You're welcome to warm yourself at the fire, but when you leave, I ask that you keep this place a secret. Ew, what's wrong with your mouth? Sure, thank you, sure, whatever. And they have a shop. Nah. Cool, they have a shop and maybe they have some kind of a headwear, more physique. Ooh, physique, offense, fire and poison resistance. Let's sign me up. Ah, we have a helmet. Yay! Our melon is protected. Well, our top melon. Oh yeah. More skellingtons. 100 iron bits is not much. Anyways. More snakes. I need to kill snakes. That was a waste of skill. I need to kill these deep mire shamans to get their necklaces. I've been very unlucky with the necklaces so far. I only have 1. There's another key. Let's enter. Let's delve deep inside. What's in here? A bunch of people. I mean, snakes. Oh, nice necklace. Oh, that's an... Okay, that's a new type of snake. I have never seen a Slith evocator before. Okay, nice. At least I don't remember. I have the necklaces, but let's see what's in here. Get out of my way. Do we have a level up? No. Marked stone. Ooh. Boop. So this is kind of like the lazy man's build. I like doing lazy man's builds where you just let your minions handle the trash for you and you just do like that and you're good. Sometimes you do a skill to help them and yeah. Another evocator and it's kicking my ass. Don't stop. Don't stop. I cannot freeze these guys. Might be because of this evocator guy. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh no, it's because they are... One of them is unstoppable, so that means they cannot be stunned, frozen, slowed. They just keep on coming. So we have to face tank this guy, since they are hell-bent on killing me. Well, I'm in shit. My constitution is very low. But that's cool, food rations. I was like getting murdered. Getting murdered? Drink a potion. Cool. A lot of frozen hearts. Very nice. That was my pet. My reckless guardian. Let's see what's up here. I already see a desecrated shrine on the minimap. Right here. And this one is different. This one is red. And it has barbed thorns around it. This is a different shrine. We don't have to restore it with parts. We have to cleanse it. How do we cleanse it, you ask? Well, with some cleaning agents and a broom and shit. No. You actually just go up to it and say, hey, I'm gonna cleanse your ass. Because you're corrupted. So let's just summon what is trapped within. Just with a click of a button. And just bleh! And it summons these evils. And we just freeze them. Oh, look, another necklace. We don't need more. So it's kind of random what it summons. Because sometimes it summons very strong snakes, this shrine. Sometimes it's just yellows. So we don't benefit from more necklaces, so we don't need them. Also, they look like rings on the ground. It's funny. Another devotion point. Our second... oh no, our third. Oh, keep building the jackals, so my pets are healthier. I have some extra speed, so 6% total speed. That applies to run speed, attack speed, and it's only 105. Ah yeah, alright. Because this sword is slow, yeah, 1.89. And it should also apply to the casting speed. Whatever that is. Oh yeah, casting speed, you see, 6%. Maximum casting speed is 200. That's bad. There's a cap on it. So this is going to be, this is going to give attack speed to my guys. There's another yellow item that's very good, Slith Tongue. It's very good if you're building a poison character. For example, Evil Eye of Dreeg, or Dreeg's Evil Eye, but we don't need this. But we can sell it for good money. Good money, yes. I'm not even going to touch you guys. I'm just leaving. So there's another entrance. Alright, let's use this one. I believe in my skeletons. Alright, more snakes. I'm getting tired of these snakes. These motherfucking snakes in my motherfucking swamp. Blech. He just face planted. Alright. Let's go back to the guys. The rover guys. Oh look! Stonehenge. Well, not really, but... oh, searing ember, roiling bod. Very nice. What's over here? Back to Whitemire. Alright. Oh, combat music. Very nice. Oh. Blue item. Razorback Spined Mental. So Razorback is an enemy. I don't know if we killed it already or not. Whatever. It's a spike doggo. And Isaac's Spalders of Solaya's Malice. So Isaac's Spalders are going to come in handy soon. Very soon. This is a stash. And the guy who tells us the location of the stash, Isaac. Haha. Isaac, huh, funny. It's somewhere around here. But yeah, this was in our way, so we got the stash before we met Isaac. Poor Isaac. I hate those mosquitoes, they slow me down. They just slow me down. The skellingtons are dying again. I think I'm going to get the Blight Fiend next, and not rush the Call of the Grave, because the Blight Fiend is very good for tanking. So the enemy attacks the Blight Fiend because it generates additional threat. It taunts them. Also it farts and they don't like that. So yeah. Ah, so you return. Do you have the necklaces? Will these suffice? Ah yes, there's a raw power in these bones, and my deft old hands will weave it into something more potent yet. I will have the finished ring for you shortly. I already have it, so 250 reputation. Thank you. So there's the ring, the primal ring. There's a lingering stench about this ring that won't wash out. 10% elemental resistances, extra energy regeneration, and damage to beast skin. That's pretty good. That's very nice. Hey, PC Master Zenfire. Done the Hidden Path quest yet? Which one? The one back in the town, or the one to get Isaac's spoilers? If you are thinking about the old god's hidden path, I'm not doing that yet because I'm only level 12, so I couldn't really do that. I just started like almost 2 hours ago, so I'm really just in the beginning, or at the beginning rather. Oh hey, we also have a level up, nice. So now we can equip Isaac's spoilers. That's fun. This can go and fuck off. Also there's another green stuff. Poison and acid resi, bleeding resi, piercing resi. Ah, very nice. And also this. Oh my god, they're still coming. Leave. Alright. Paladin's Furline Jacket of the Mountain. Wow, these names. Damage to undead. Shit armor on it. Gives extra HP, defensive ability, extra armor. So it's actually 23. Same. What's the other? Stun retaliation. Pierce resistance. Meh. I don't know about this one. It's either poison and acid or pierce. Let's stick with this. The first runestone is in the lower crossing behind the building across from where you find the Hellwheel. Oh yeah, the runestones. Yeah, I know about that, but isn't that too high of a level for me? I mean, I'm level 13. Isn't that like 30 or 40? How about this? I'm going to speak to Isaac down here. Hopefully get an iron key or a rusty key or whatever it is. Hopefully. And then I'm gonna go back and check if I can attempt to clear the first runestones area. Ooh, more lore. Please give me a rusty key. God damn it, I'm not going to have a key. Oh, strange key. Fuck yes. Luck is on my side today. Oh yes. The fucking drop rate on this key. Nice. Hey Isaac. So here's Isaac, the guy whose stash we just pillaged. There must be something I can do. Now I'm as good as dead, but I have a stash, and he gives us the coordinates. I already found the stash. Heh, I guess I should have hidden it better, eh? Rest in peace, Isaac. If we come back later, he's a pile of bones. And we can loot his bones, I guess. So, let's go to the runestone. PC Master Zenfire mentioned. Also, let's give the quests. Let's get down with the quests. Although we still have to slay Negan, and Negan is very close to the place we were at, so let's quickly take care of Negan. Negan, the Withered. Alright, so Negan should be above this place, somewhere here. If I'm correct, and I am, of course I am. Ha 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 ha. Nice.
I can't do that yet.
So ethereals and chthonics are fighting each other because they are enemies. And there's Negan just shambling about. He's really... oh, he's fire. He's a fire type. So we can freeze him easily. My guys are playing with the other undeads. Nice. And Bone Snap Gavel. It's a hammer, and we don't care about that. Lightning damage, lightning bolt. What am I doing? Oh. Scroll. Nah, I'm not going to use that. And now we go back to Devil's Crossing. Get these quests over with. I felt vindicated. Righteous. That's what I like to hear. Speaking of which, here's your share. Yay. You killed those assholes, but I still need someone murdered. Alright, I'll go and kill these assholes in the Moldering Fields. So we need to kill Balros and Hagra. Those are big guys. Also, here's Valdis. We rescued him a while ago. You're welcome. I'd like to thank you. Take everything I found out there. Thanks. Some iron, some reputation, and the scrap. The hard girl. Milton is dead. I'm sorry for your loss. Take the amulet. And the amulet is going to be better than our salt bag. Salt bag. Bursting round. That's demolitioner, so we don't care about that. Alright, we're good. Also level up. Next level we can get the Blight Fiend. Now let's go for that. Let's go to that runestone. Runestone. Basically, you just want to head right. Somewhere. There it is. Oh wait, I don't have dynamites yet, man. I don't have dynamites unlocked. And it's level 25. So, wait, I can kill it. I can kill it from behind the rocks. So I can't even do this.
That skill's not ready.
Even if I wanted to. But I can just farm some level 25 enemies. Ha! Very nice. I forgot it needed dynamites, but... Nice, let's get some experience. Is this cheating? Do I care? I mean, it's... Oh, they don't really give a lot, so... It's mostly just wasting your time. Yeah. So yeah. PC Masters and Fire. Well, your loss. You can't do that yet. Foggy Bank. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck it. Fuck it, let's just teleport here and run. Run again. So that's a no-go for now. I told you guys I couldn't do it yet. But no! Someone had to use peer pressure. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. But... there was a fucking rune portal here. What do we have to do? Kasparov's Apprentice, that's Burwich. Strange Key, that's just before Burwich. These are before Burwich, that's Burwich. Oh, the Carnage looks recent. Oh no, an optional quest, you say? Let's go. Look for the Carnage. I mean, look for the survivals. Survivors. Kill more snack people. Oh, there is a lost caravan. Oh no, a captive. They want to eat him. Quick, dispose of the enemy.
They can't do that.
Let's loot their coffers and leave. No. Hey, Luther, you're free now. You must be happy, Luther. No, he's just standing there like an idiot. Am I safe to go? Thank goodness someone came. Those sliths, they attacked my caravan and killed all my guards. I think the only reason they left me alive was so they could have me fresh later. Those bastards. I'm from Dravid's Crossing, I can help you get back there. Don't kid yourself. Look at this blood. I'm not going to be able to walk out of here. Appreciate your thought, and it might be better to just end it quick. Alright. You probably won't like this, but I can open the rift for you. The last thing I want is my legs to stay on this side, while the rest of me goes back. But you're not giving me any alternatives, are you? Send me off then. Blech. And we have another merchant, and that merchant sells better items than the shit merchant we already have, so... Yay! Not that I'm going to use those merchants, to be honest. To be perfectly frank, maybe I will buy components and scrap from them, but that's about it. There's another cave here. And this cave is the useless cave, right? I think. Like, this one has nothing in it, just snakes. Couple snakes. More snakes. There. What is their level? 11? Are you fucking kidding me? Why am I even here? Oh look, there's Primordian. Forgotten Freezer. Fucking snakes. Stealing my abilities. Oops, I summoned more spells. Oh. So this guy is resistant to freezing. I'm not. I don't even damage the guy. Fuck you. So it's a boss enemy of sorts. Also killing boss and champion enemies rewards you with extra reputation for some factions. Enemy boss killed, extra XP awarded, and no extra reputation with the rovers? Oh. Killing undead, oh, that's right. If this snake were a undead boss, I would have gotten some extra reputation with the rovers, but it's just a beast. Oh look, extra shit we don't need. Rat people down there, can freeze one of them. These guys didn't even react to me being here. And now we can get the... oh, what's this? Third Company's revolver. Wow. What is this? Glacial Sacrificial Knife. Knife. Very knife. Oh, this was... make this thing stronger. Like, I can do this and be like, hey, which is better? Oh, this is definitely better. Fuck you, sword. Yeah, we don't need this gun. Alright, cool, cool. Let's put the Tonic of Mending back and get the Blight Fiend. 1 level to the Blight Fiend, 1 level to the Bone Harvest, because why not, and an extra level to the Skellingtons. And the Blight Fiend gets 1 level on there. Now we have a Blind Fiend, and the Blind Fiend actually shows up here. So we can send it, like, go there, motherfucker. We can order it to attack certain enemies. We can also see what buffs and debuffs it has currently on it, and it has the Elemental Exchange on, and we can set its... can also disband it and kill it, like, meh. Whenever the Blind Fiend dies, it leaves behind a pool of acid. We don't care about the acid, but the enemies don't like it. We are going to set it to aggressive. There's only also defensive. The only pet that's remotely useful in defensive is the bird. We don't have access to the bird anymore because that's occultist. The bird has the power to heal, and it uses that even while it's in defensive mode. But the bird also has the ability to lightning bolt enemies, and that lightning is very strong, although it eats the mana like no tomorrow. So I don't know. I always set them to aggressive because that's the best way to utilize their power. Look at him go. He's barfing, he's punching. It's very nice. Whee! Okay, so next on the agenda with the skills is going to be the Skellington upgrade, the Will of the Crypt, and also Call of the Grave to, you know, keep them healed and give them a burst of extra damage from time to time. And while we're at it, we can get Dread, and Dread will increase the range of the Bone Harvest by 2 meters, so we can achieve 9 meters. Harvester of Death decreases the range. That's so bad. Alright. So Blind Fiend on level 1 is going to be okay now. We don't really care. Whee. Alright, where the hell are we now? I don't think there's anything good back there, so let's just continue. What's that? Oh, Blind Fiend is going aggressive. So the Skellingtons don't work like normal summons, because all other summons show up here and you can modify their behavior. Skellingtons on the other hand are mindless, cannon fodder basically, at least at the first couple levels, because then they become very destructive and overpowered. They're especially overpowered when the enemy targets you, but your Skellingtons block the way and the enemy can't get to you. And that's very nice. I hope they never fix that, because it's fun and exploitable. Yeah, so there's a bridge. We can repair the bridge and skip this part entirely. But I'm going to do this cave, because this cave has a boss we can kill, it has a shrine we can restore. This cave also has a secret path that needs dynamites, like 2 or 3 dynamites, so we cannot get access to that part yet, but we are going to come back and clear that once we know what dynamites are. This place is pretty quiet. Not for long. Hey, rat people, die. So these random boulders here, while my pets go and play, so these random boulders on the minimap indicate random blocked passages, and they are different for almost every playthrough. So if you start a new character and come here, this might be open, but this might be closed, or this might be closed. Like, now this is closed. I wanted to go up there, but I can't. So I have to go and find a different way. Let's go this way. This is usually unlocked or unblocked. Yeah, cool. It's a big fucking maze. That's all about it. Oh, but it has a rhyme heart, so another freezer snake. But we have our... Oh. Let's see how the poison hurts these assholes. Oh, it kind of hurts them.
I can't do that yet.
Can't do that yet. Why? Skellingtons. I really want to deal with this small guy. Alright, he's crap. So I'm not going to map this place 100% because there's no point in doing so. It's just a maze, really. As I mentioned before, the only worthwhile things in here are the corrupted altar or shrine and the boss. So let's go and clear this puppy. Oh no, flesh wart butchers. Ah, very gross. And the rotting ember guard is going to explode. And that explosion killed my skeleton. So now we have an extra devotion point, we can finish the jackal. Yeah. And we can work on something else. I think I'm going to go into either Wendigo. Well, if I want to go into Wendigo, I would have to get blue points. Primordial. What is this? What is the tsunami? Cold and lightning, frostburn and electrocute, cold and lightning and the tsunami. I like the cold, but the lightning is very useless because we don't really deal lightning damage and we will never do lightning damage. The lizard gives us HP regeneration and constitution and movement speed, but I like glass cannon builds, so no lizard for us, even though it gives 4 points. This guy needs 6, so if I put this in, that's 1 and that's 5, so that's not really good. This guy gives 5, and the wave gives 5, the tsunami gives 5 as well. Sailor's Moon. Sailor Moon, movement speed. It gives some decent resistances, but it's bullshit. Turtle is not for us, we don't use shields. Bull is not for us, eel is some avoidance and movement speed and some resist, we don't care. Wraith. Lightning and ether damage, we don't care about that at all. Widow, more ether. These are for the arcanists, basically. Mostly. Lightning damage. The Winter Spirit. Sprinter of Winter. Spirit of Winter. Sprinter of Winter. Spirit of Winter would be amazing for cold damage. And more Frostburn. for the freeze popping flash freeze ability. Oh, this one is new. Stone Matron. Look at those boobs. Alright. So the winter spirit. Why am I it needs green. What? Are you nuts? Why do you need green? You're up in the fucking blue part. Needs 6 blue and 4 green. What? That's outrageous. Although Bismail's bones give me 3 green, it needs 6 green anyways, so I will have to go into green at some point. The Wendigo gives more red. The bat gives me red and green. The bat is nice because it gives vitality damage. I think I'm going to stay and stick with the Bone Harvest. So we are going Bone Harvest, Flesh Freeze, Skellingtons and the Blind Fiend. And also some Elemental Exchange. Here's the boss. He's a piece of shit. He can one-shot me if he wants because I only have 913 HP. That's very fun. So whenever he does the... oh, that's okay. That's a punch. That's also okay. But whenever he throws a boulder, I don't want... oh, I don't want that boulder to hit me because that can one-shot me because I'm very fragile. But he's almost dead because this fucking Blind Fiend just tanked him. And I tanked the Blind Fiend by replenishing its HP. We summon, basically kill one and get one free. Nice. And we are past the... basically if you don't have the resources for the broken bridge, you have to go past underground, but you know, we could have skipped it, but an extra shrine, I mean, that's always good. Another lore, very nice. And some people. Hey people, hey Darian. I can't do this, I can't, this is all too much. Hang in there. I miss real food, I'm not sure. I'm not used to eating this. I think it's meat. It's your own feces. Where did it all go wrong? 1 minute I'm making the trade-off deal of my life. He looks like a trader. The next I'm dying. Alright. And there's
hello,
Duncan.
traveler.
Duncan is the blacksmith. One of them. There are more. So Duncan is like, hey, if you find yourself going to these parts, I wish wondering you'd help locate someone, blah blah blah, tied up with a forge here. Someone disappeared? My master Angrim, the other blacksmith. Left our camp earlier today. He's intent on finding a group of survivors that he considers worthy of our smithing talents. We don't exactly see eye to eye on the matter who we should be helping. God damn, my throat is dry. Angrim wants to field an army and take the fight to the Ethereals. I would rather save as many as I can, whether they can fight or not. So Duncan is the bleeding heart, I'm going to be a hero of the people. And Angrim is the ex-soldier, he was with the Black Legion. The Black Legion is this universe's army, basically the Empire's army, the Black Legion. So I want to help these people, but without my master's forging hammer, the sacred Malium Menhir. I won't be able to make anything from worth a damn. A blacksmith, we could use you in Devil's Crossing. If you get the Menhir back, I will gladly join you Devil's Crossing after I use it to help out around here. Basically help these people. Alright, I will find this Angrim guy. So fun fact, Duncan, if you choose Duncan, his signature crafting modifier is going to be more spell focused and elemental focused, and Angrim's signature spell or signature craft modifiers when you craft weapons and armor is going to be more physical focused and more, you know, pierce and bleeding, internal stuff. So depending on your character, choose depending on that. Also, these are goblins called Grobles, so these are the goblins of this universe, Grobles. I don't know why I'm killing them. I usually skip these assholes. So I'm going to choose Duncan. Because Duncan is more spell and I'm cold and vitality and stuff. Also this, the flooded passage entrance, yeah, it's still showing the entrance because it's going to show the entrance as long as we don't get to Burbage, so yeah. But this here, this fence part we destroyed, this opens up this quote-unquote secret place. It's not really a secret. I wouldn't go here if I didn't have the strange key, but I have the strange key. Drop rate very low. But they might have increased it, I'm not sure. So this grants us access to these blood assholes early dungeon. Baby's first dungeon, if you will. Well, if you're lucky enough to find the key. Also, the key can drop from these guys as well, so you can farm the key from these guys or the guys back here. But we are lucky, so we got the key.
That skill's not ready.
I'm going to open the door to the dungeon, but I'm not actually going... I'm going to go in the dungeon just to show you guys what's in there, but it's going to be a bit tough for us. The boss obviously going to kick my ass, so I'm not going to go and fight the boss just yet. Every dungeon has an end boss. Iron door, open. We got some experience for that because I completed this quest. Strange key. So the guys are level 18 now. They can scale up to level 45 or 50. Presence far more powerful than Udvaz within this place. So the game even warns me about this place being absolutely out of my league. You know what? Fuck that. Fuck you. Freeze. I can summon skeletons through the bars. I'm also getting fucked. So yeah. I mean, I can do this till I level up. Because I'm cool. Oh no, it's out! It's out for my blood. Hey, I leveled up. You're disgusting, man. Throwing blood bubbles and shit. It's Nethal, the Bruiser. Oh! Don't hit me with your Chaos Flames. It's killing my summons. Losing ammunition energy pretty fast. That is dead. So that's how long it takes to kill one of these assholes. And this place is full of them, so... And this was like an easier one. They are random too. It was just a random champion or star enemy. But yeah, I'm not going to fuck around with that place. It's not healthy. What is this? Toxic effigy of corruption. We don't care about that. Elemental exchange. Ooh, nice. Nah, I'm not going to use it. And that's poop. Alright. Let's carry on. Try to get to the Will of the Crypt. Gives them vitality damage, elemental damage, physical damage converted to vitality damage, extra armor, extra vitality resistance. Nice. Going to do this. Because I still want to increase my summon limit. Next level I can get one more. I think I can get 8 total, so it's very nice, very nice. Although raise skeletons, I should increase that as well to get better skeletons, because these naked boys, even though they charge the enemy and they get in their faces pretty quickly, they are very fragile and weak. Yes, mosquitoes. Let's go and find Angrim. The angry man, Angrim. So we're starting to find more green items here. It's very nice. Who's there? Oh no, it's a Venomancer. Oh no! Oh, toxic effigy of attack. Mighty Gropus toxic effigy. Wow. So these fuckers have witch doctors. And they are annoying beyond measure. They have this chain healing, I'm sure you saw it. Just you know, zigzag. Oh no, it's Mr. Evil Guy. Alright, we're going to take him on. So that fucking chain healing is very annoying. Yeah, I kill it. Oh, let's clear this. Look, scrap. Almost every single crafting recipe requires scrap, so the more you have, the better. Every time you see scrap, pick it up, buy it from shops. It's pretty cheap, it's like 700 iron bits or some shit like that. So that guy, Gutworm, he's a far more powerful presence. He's like level 20, I'm level 15, but time to do the dance, Gutworm. Time to do the dance. Piece of shit. Hey, motherfucker. I cannot freeze you, I guess.
I can't do that yet.
So he's an annoying little guy. Almost killed me. Alright, he might be out of my league. Might be. He stuns. He bleeds. But we don't fear the Reaper. Also, he has his net. 17 damage with my with my flash freeze, so that's pretty nice. He's stuck. Amazing. Oh no, fuck. Eh. Oh god, that could have killed me, but ooh, nice, tonic of mending. Through his net, he's going to shout, going to summon. Well, we're almost 50% through his health, so it's like a raid boss. Ha! Fucking netted my guy. Going to shout soon. Net, run, stab, shout. There we go. I'm onto your games, Gutworm. Also, my summons just block him, so his shout is the most dangerous thing about him, by the way. Because if that stuns you and then he runs your ass down and does this cleave, then punctures your ass with that, you're fucking dead. I'm not afraid of you. Oops. That's gonna run. Cleave. Oh my god, he's floating. No! Alright, I ran out of skellingtons. Oh, you missed, faggot. Pathetic. And what is the treasure we're going to get? Well, it might be nothing good. Now he's trying to run away because he's a pussy. But he dropped an ancient heart. A rare crafting recipe. Oh, I mean, a component. And it's not only used in crafting. it is used in restoring some shrines. It's also required for a certain faction's quests, so yeah, it's good to have. And absolutely crap. We got the Life Stealer Oil. For 30 seconds we get plus 25% vitality damage and 8% attack damage converted to HP. I'll keep it, but I don't really use these things, so yeah. That's all. All the trouble, or all the 5 minutes or so suffering was for naught. Well, we got an ancient heart, so that's good. Ancient heart. Alright, let's go and find this guy. What are you doing here? Shooting at the rocks and shit. Lodestone. Well, he's not here, obviously. Oh no, it's a Snake Clan champion. I died. So these Grobles have different clans based on the color. So these green guys are Snake Clans, they have Venomancers. There are yellow, grey and red little Grobles. I don't think if there are blue ones, maybe the grey ones are the blue ones, I don't know. But the Witch Doctors are a pain in the ass, no matter what clan they belong to. It's always nice to end their life, to make our own life easier. So this is the marshes, East Marsh, a fully optional place with some side quests tied to factions, with its own shrine, own bosses, and we need the dynamite to clear the rubble, and then we need scrap and money to repair the bridge. We don't have access to dynamites yet, so we are going to come back later. It's a nice place though, it's a pretty nice place. But where the fuck is... Oh, he's going to... Oh, he's there, okay. Like, as soon as you hit the bridge repair site, you went over the Angrim location. Because that's Burridge. So we have to go back down. Damn it, it's been such a long time since I played this game. Oh, I forget stuff. Yeah. Also I want to find and fight the... Oh, there it is. The Storm Grobel. So there's Angrim. So depending on what you choose, you either side with him, side with the other guy, or kill this guy and take the hammer so you can actually take him. I'm just looking at my fiend fighting mosquitoes. Ew, barf.
Move along now, stranger.
Greetings, stranger. He's from the Black Legion. I hope you're out here fighting a good fight. I'm here for the Malium Manir. What do you know about that? Duncan needs you to help refugees. He's a talented boy, that one. The way he weaves magical properties into his craft stuns even me sometimes. I prefer a finely honed blade and solid shield to that nonsense though. So basically he tells you that he's the physical guy and Duncan is the magical guy. Duncan was my finest apprentice, but he still needs to learn some priorities. Those people he's trying to help can't even help themselves. Our knowledge is a rare gift. We cannot squander it on those that refuse to fight for Cairn. That's the place we're in. I have a group in Devil's Crossing, you could join us. Nope. Doesn't matter, I'm taking it by force if I must. That's when we kill this guy, we don't want to. It is time the hammer was passed on. It is true, Duncan brings a fresh approach to the forge with his arcane weapons, and he goes about his work with unrivaled energy. but he still lacks the experience to make weapons for real soldiers and masters of the blade. Stay a while and listen. I cannot have the power of Melium Manor wasting away when we are at war. I will see that his work benefits humanity, or choose angry him or kill him. I'll see that his work benefits humanity. Side with Duncan. You would put him to work, eh? You certainly do seem like the capable sort. Angrim sighs. Very well. Duncan will inherit the Melium Manor. Take it to him. Let him do his charity work. But after that... Thank you. He and I will do great things. I'm never going to get him to work. There's the Melium Manor, an ancient forging hammer passed down through generations. It bore witness to the birth of countless artifacts and will bear the creation of countless more. Very nice. Alright, so we can go back to this guy, Mr. Duncan, and tell him that the hammer is his and we did not kill his master. No worries. Hey, you're back. Do you have the Melium Manor? I persuaded Angrim to part with it. Here you go. I'm impressed. Angrim is a tough man to convince of anything, but I'm glad it did not have to come to blows. Well, thank you. I will do much good with this. Blows? What do you mean? So, will you join me in Devil's Crossing? Yes, of course. First I must complete my work here. Now that I have my master forging hammer, I will be able to provide these people with quality equipment. I'll see you in Devil's Crossing when I'm finished, I promise. See you there. Basically he gives some armor and better weapons to these guys. So this guy's wielding a club, a spiked club. It's not even a club, it's like the leg of a desk or a table or whatever. So fuck yeah. So now that's done, we can go and get up to Burwich. I think I'm going to go to Burwich and end it there, but before that we still need to slay Balros and Hagra, find the cook. By the way, he's somewhere in here. And hey, there's a cave. And this cave has a shrine, so that's nice. A shrine, sure. The first couple shrines only need crystals, but after that they will require components. That's why I'm hoarding the components in my inventory, because I don't really remember what components I need. Aetherfire Close Trap of the Sea. Fire damage, ether damage, energy off, and that's poop. The other one is better, so yeah. Oh, nice, our first ribbon. Level 16, Ribbon of Scorching. 15. We are a spellbinder, by the way. So if you make hybrid classes, they have their own name. Like Death Knight and Purifier and Spellbinder and Witch Hunter and stuff like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Spellbinder is pretty lame though. I bind spells. Yeah. I'm not really binding spells, I mean I have skeletons and stuff. Am I dying? Get out of here. Oh yeah, I forgot. So these guys I just killed. These guys say stupid stuff when they die, like death is only the beginning. And they like throw up and stuff. Pretty cool. Gurgling noises. Alright. Also the music is pretty awesome. It's like very Diablo 2-ish. You know, the good Diablo. Well, yeah. And to think that I bought Diablo 3 when it came out. Oh, that path is blocked, so we have to go under this overpass. Go! What the hell was that? Oh no, they're coming out of the ground, so Furies I hate. Furies have a very high life reach, so basically they hit you, they regenerate like 10 to 15% maybe of their own HP. And if there are more Furies and you don't have companions and you don't have CC abilities like my freezing, those Furies can tear you apart if you're a squishy character. Because they just won't die. They just don't want to die. Also, I want to see the fucking Storm Grobel. Because that Storm Grobel has the potency of giving very nice items when it dies. They just exploded. This is some graveyard. Obviously, ethereals are where the graveyards are because they are reanimating corpses. Very cheap military death corpses. I mean, I have my own. That's the good part with the Green Dawn. You have plenty of bodies at your disposal, so you can just create skellingtons wherever you go. Where is the storm gun? It might be up here. Yes. Yes, there it is. Narbagar, the Storm Seeker, and he has the Nimbus. And the Nimbus is annoying because it blocks your screen. Fuck. Alright, I leveled up. So he's a cold and electricity kind of guy. And he has the chance of dropping the storm effigy or whatever it is. And he killed my guys, what the fuck? Yeah, the Nimbus is bad news. The cloud. Wow, he's killing my guys like no problem because he has that energy ring around himself. The bubble. He's a very formidable foe. But we overwhelmed him. Sheer numbers. He didn't drop shit. Yeah, he didn't drop shit. Oh, oh, we have Bloodfang oil. Chance of bleeding damage and more bleeding damage, and we don't need that. Oh, I can use the ribbon. So the ribbon, oh, it's so cute. It's on my chest. Woo. So we get more piercing damage and shit. Piercing damage is good because it applies to my bone harvest. Fire and burn is obviously not really needed. Although, since the elemental exchanges here, it gives some elemental damage. And with the extra percentage, that fire goes from 3 to 4. Wow. Also attack speed, experience gain, and cunning. Very nice. So now let's quickly slay the flesh warped abominations we need to slay. They are somewhere in the moldering fields. I know exactly where. Not here though, these are grubbles. They're like moving cabbages to me. Tasty, tasty grubbles. Oh look! The hangman was here. So there is Balros and Hagra, they are in this corner. But... oh yeah, but I always mix the places up. So I was looking for a scrapyard, but the scrapyard is not here, it's in Burwich. The scrapyard I'm looking for. So these guys are annoying. One of them is a freezer. This guy. Hagra the Tormented is the freezer. The other guy is fire. Alright. Obviously we can't freeze the cold guy, but we can freeze the fire guy. So that's, oh my goodness, that hurt. Meh. No, he has a fire ring. Very naughty.
That skill's not ready.
Because I'm frozen. Man. Almost dead, this small formed asshole. And the tormented one is going to be easy now. Yeah, stand in the poo gas. Good, good. Alright. they are dead. Mark of Dreeg, Spellbomb and Threads, very nice. We also leveled up and my energy is very low, but I have 22 elixirs. And elixirs regenerate 35% plus 250 energy. Health potion 25% plus 800 and plus 25% over time, so you can regenerate 50% of your HP plus an 800. And guess what? I have 976, so that 800 alone would be enough. Yeah. Energy elixirs are much worse. Yeah, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, leveled up. What is this? Cutthroat's Claw Fetish of Alacrity. Piercing damage, that's nice. Piercing cunning, attack speed, health regeneration, that's actually nice. Going to take that instead of the life-giving amulet, because fuck the health regeneration, fuck the extra health, we are glass cannon. Alright. Nice, next level I can get the Will of the Crypt, get the Dread for the extra 2-meter range, so it's going to be a 1-point wonder for a long time. The Unstable Anomaly for modifier for my Blight Fiend, I'm not going to take it. It's basically you can have 3 of these, but they explode. They only live for 12 seconds. It becomes cheaper, becomes unstable. Basically it's if you want to use them for their exploding poo puddle ability. And they die, because that's what you're going to get from that. But I want to use this guy as a tank. Also, he looks beautiful. Look at those boobs. Oh my god, so sexy. So, Rotting Fumes and Blight Burst generate additional threat, as you can see in the tooltip. And that's very useful for making this guy tanky, because he's going to make enemies attack him. Or her. I mean, it, most likely, because that guy shouldn't have a genitalia. Genitalia? What am I talking about? I'm dying. Right. So let's get to Burwich. Also, we need the cook. Is this the cook? Nah, it's a dead person. The cook should be alive. Oh, look. Alistair's diary. How do I get there? I'm stuck. Ooh, lore. Extra experience. It's always good to have. Hey, witch doctor. Go and fucking die. There. Let's look at the... What am I talking about? Okay, I'm getting tired. There it is. Ulgrim the cook. Ulgrim has a dark secret. He likes the human meat.
Well, I'll be a living person.
Oh, that's all you say? I've been stranded out here since Burwich fell. Fortified myself on this little patch of island, cooking whatever critters get too close while waiting for the inevitable end. You're a welcome sight for sore eyes. You mentioned Thor and my throat is sore. Burwich fell months ago. How have you survived this long? Well, I can cook war of one. I used to work in the capital and the honor of preparing meals for a couple noble houses, and many foreign dignitaries. I'm not a fighter, but I've learned to hunt a bit when necessary. It gets me by. Scraps of bone aren't exactly fine dining, though. Most of all, I just keep quiet and observe. What about you? Where do you hail from? So I can keep the prison to myself, or tell him about the prison. And I'm going to tell him about the prison because, you know, sometimes replenishing your constitution is okay. And I'm not going to be a dick to this guy. Because, you know, he sounds like a good guy, you know. Ulgrim, he's natural, he's just a cook. He can hunt. Very ordinary. Strange he survived. But we could use a cook. Ah, this prison of yours sounds like heaven compared to my current dwelling. I bet I could do my share as well. Men fight better on full stomachs. How will we get all my equipment to Devil's Crossing? I can open a rift gate to safety. A portal? I've only ever seen one of those before, and it wasn't spitting out the good guys. I really hope you are not trying to pull one on me. Here goes nothing. And he's gone. So Aldrim is a piece of shit. What is that? Oh, the repair site. Alright. Oh, look, burbs. Burbs! Well, not really burbs, but they are winged. Yeah, that guy got stuck in the ground. There's the palisade. We have to find a way around. Well, not really, because it's like, oh, there. The way is open. Oh, look, it's Darlox, the Devourer of Dreams. Not my dreams, bitch. Because I don't have dreams. Oh, look, I'm impaired aim. Well, that's fine.
That skill's not ready.
Fucking get away from me, Darlax. What is that poo cloud I have around me? Vital Essence and some chilled steel. Oh look, I found my way around the palisade. Nice. Yay! This one is infested as well. So yeah, some portals are infested with assholes. This one particularly is nasty because it spawns a lot of these. Oh, it's Crimson Bane, of course. Blech. Fucking Bane. Get out of here, Bane. It's the bleeding. It's Crimson Bane because it does bleeding damage. You don't exactly have resistance against bleeding, but he dies, so it's so cool. Yay! Alright. Before we go back to Burwich and end this stream, I'm just gonna want this. Oh no, cultist orders! What manner of disgusting treachery is this? Har. And since I have I got the rusty key, so this is another way to get the key to the Blood Cult's dungeon over at the outskirts. So, alright, first Hermond. Yeah, I killed the guys and it was bloody just the way I like it. Hope they suffered. Here, take your iron, thank you. Nice. So this guy had his family murdered, and this is the trader guy we rescued from the snake people. Thank you for saving my behind back there. Turns out not all the rifts mean bad business. I've gone ahead and set up shop. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks. So he's the better trader. He sells higher level equipment than the salvage dealer. They are all heavy chain smokers.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
So scavenge plating and polished emerald are mostly the things they sell here.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Ooh, I can't even stone-faced ribbon. Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
good
right.
use.
But
Come see what's left.
actually wanted to sell my shit, and instead I just shopped. Alright, so I don't need that shit. I'm going to keep these even if I don't use them, because later on, with the use of dynamite, you can break down items, and it's best to break down blue and above tier items, like blue and purple stuff, and orange items, because they give you better materials than like green and yellow stuff. I don't even know if yellow gives you anything. And white is obviously shit. Why do I have white boots? Why do I have white boots, man? Fuck. So what I wanted to say is that since we have the key, we don't need to use this to get the keys. Basically, with this, I can get Dear Annie, the treacherous scum, to give me the key, but I don't need the key, so what am I going to do with Dear Annie? Well, it's easy.
What do you want?
What do you want? I found a curious note in Burwich. It mentions you by name. Oh, I wouldn't believe anything it says. It's slender. Oh yeah, it says Dear Annie. Successfully sabotaged their water pump. Yep.
What do you want?
Your schemes are finished. Explain yourself. Now I know this doesn't look good for me, but hold that weapon your check for a second, eh? Yes, I sabotaged the water pump, but I had my reasons. You see, I was a prisoner back when this place still served as an actual prison. When the world went down the slith hole, I stayed here with a few others. It was the safest place I could think of. Clearly Bourbon thought the same when he showed up with the rest of the survivors. Things escalated quickly. I'm sure it was us who fired first, but it was them that fired the last. Those prisoners that survived were driven out and set free. Now call me a coward for all I care, but I hid when the fighting got ugly. Came out later looking like another refugee, and no one was the wiser. Never could forgive Bourbon for what he did to us, though. He's a fucking prisoner, he's an asshole, he's a convict, he's a madman, he's a scum, he's a traitor! And we don't forgive traitors. Oh my god, that's disgusting. It's Pudge. Alright. I missed the part where you don't deserve to die! Exclamation mark. Alright, I'm getting to that. The cult of Cthon. Not a bunch of people you want to cross. Obsessed with the blood of some fallen god, or maybe it's just blood in general. They made me an offer. I sabotage the water pump, I get safe haven at their hideout. Get back at Bourbon, find a new home. 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. Continue. It wasn't until I attended one of their underground meetings that I realized I was mixing with the wrong crowd, and believe me, I've been affiliated with some pretty twisted individuals before. Ran out of there before they were done with the first initiate. You don't want to know what that entails. Cutting them out, bleeding them dry, and eating their entrails. You don't want to know. Oh yeah. I do have one of their keys though, the prize for the mistakes I've made. Let's make a deal, eh? You don't breathe a word of this to Bourbon, and I give you my key, along with the directions to their lair. Continue. Should be plenty of stolen belongings there, ripe for the taking for the likes of you. Don't try anything funny though, I keep that key well hidden, don't want to raise any suspicions now. Not good enough, die traitor! Because we have the key already, so yeah. We already unlocked the door. Bland, we kill him now. And he's not going down without a fight though, I can tell you that. I could have used you. I'm going to sell your items, this guy. And now Bourbon is like, what the fuck happened outside?
What's with all the commotion?
What's with all the commotion? Dearny was sabotaging us. He damaged the well pump.
I trusted that son of a slith. Thank you for uncovering
That
his
Stocko.
betrayal. Who knows what other damage he could have caused if left to his devices.
That fucking Stocko. I do what I can. Da 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 da. We are friendly with the cult of the Devil's Crossing. And we get some blood. It's another rare crafting material. Also, Duncan is here. Not a bad place you got here. Many souls in need of my services. Seems I'll be plenty busy. Glad you decided to donate. And now we can craft. Scrap metal. Alright, he's a piece of shit. Can I craft? No, I cannot. I can craft skeleton keys. I don't even know. I'm not even supposed to know what they are yet. But I can craft skeleton keys, but I don't know how to craft dynamite. Oh, nice. And all the stuff, the components, some accessories. Vortex stone. What is arcane spark? I've never seen that before. It's pretty nice. So yeah. Oh, Tinker's ingenuity. Wow, nice. 44% poison, acid, and bleeding resi. Wow, actually pretty cool. So yeah, all the shit. I can make the eye, but it's a sniper rifle. Spell fire wand, crit fire, cold burning, frost burn. Yeah, and also the stones, the relics. Let's see what we have. Vitality damage would be nice. Granted skill, breath of death. Wave of vampiric energy erupts from you. That's nice. Well, if I'm going with the Bone Harvest, this might be useful for the extra vitality damage and vitality decay and some health. Leech. Guile gives me piercing. That's also good for the Bone Harvest. and it grants me a skill, and it's an hour skill. Active energy cost per second, our regeneration is 13.76, so that would be fine. 100 energy reserved, that's fine. 15-meter radius, extra physical damage, more extra physical damage, and 5% chance to avoid melee attacks. So this would give extra 75% physical damage to my pets, well, my guys. So that's not bad. Inferno, that's fire, and we don't care about that. Rampage, physical and bleeding, and you can rampage, don't care. Sanctuary, that's defensive. And these we can't really use because they are level 50, so I think I'm not gonna look at the other ones, although Spectre. Oh, that's ether damage. What looks like... oh, Glacier would be nice. Cold damage, Ice Surge. Yeah. I'm gonna take... what's Gluttony? I'm gonna take Guile, yeah. Oh my god, like chipped claw, scavenged planing, and roiling blood. The fucking materials. So it needs money, crafting parts, and a big crafting part. There's tainted brain matter, the blood, and also this one is the ether shard. Is one of the crafting materials you are needed. Also the scrap. So yeah, where was this thing? Can't use it because it's level 25, so I'm going to stash it. Right.
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Bring me back any blueprints you find. Need something stashed. I don't need this, I don't need that. Gonna keep these. Let's look for some boots. Level 58. Oh, that's the empowered Molten Walkers. I need the normal Molten Walkers. There they are, I can use them, so... blah. Now we have firearms, or legs. Fire legs. What is this? Occultist Global Toxic Effigy of Binding. +1 raise skellingtons. Instead of the Conjuring Bone. The Conjuring Bone gives 8% damage to my pets. The Global Effigy gives 11% and some HP. And it still has the Reckless Guardian, so... that's still awesome. And +1 raise skeletons, so that's nice. I can sell that. Yeah, level 20 inch, so. Also, what is this? Level 19. Pierce damage, retaliation. Oh, this is a retaliation stuff. I don't need it. I'll keep your stash safe. Yeah, he promises, and he's good on his word because he's not stealing shit, so... he's a good guy. Very good guy. What else do we have in quest-wise?
Have you found a rift gate in Burwich? What's the situation out there?
Swarming with ethereal corruption, but the rift gate is secure.
Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in this office, and I think we have our target. As you are acutely aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed. Well before the Grim Dawn, in fact.
Oh shit! He was an insurgent. How can you be sure?
There have been countless holes in the prison records, prisoners just disappearing, never to be seen again. The warden's personal logs paint a more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burwich Village for years. What for, I don't know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and rift gates. I need you to find this man, or whatever he has become.
Oh, like casually mentions. Oh, there are also several mentions of ethereals and rift gates. That was enough proof. Why did you save that last? Where can I find him?
Warden Krieg owned a mansion in the northern district of Burwich Village. The logs indicate that his facilities can be reached via the cellar. I'm afraid I don't have more to go on, but if we want to strike back at the ethereal power structure in the region, the warden is our prime target.
I will end the warden's life, because that's the boss of the first act. So, should I even finish the first act? Should I finish it? Nah, it's still long. I mean, Still the whole village, that's pretty small. Then the laboratory, and then the underground stuff, and then the lab. Yeah, that's another hour at least, or maybe more. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I want to pick up the quest before I leave to the... Well, now they want to talk.
I'm sorry if I insulted you earlier. Your origins were just a bit startling. I hear that you braved the dangers beyond Lower Crossing. I was wondering if you could help gather some materials. What do you need? You see, I was a seamstress before the game dawned. Nothing special, maybe just enough to get by.
But now I see an opportunity to use my trade to make a difference around here. I would like to sew some new canopies. Alright, fuck you, I get the fabric. I don't talk to children. So she wants to make this place pretty and, you know, more rain resistant, I guess, because it's currently raining and we don't really have a roof. Also, Ulgrim is here. Hey, Ulgrim. Hey, look. The kitchen is set up. The kitchen is full. Hey, Edwin. Where did you find this guy? He'd make a soup out of stone if you ask him to, and I reckon it would still taste damn fine. Rock soup, eh? It's better than what you've been serving. We got a joker in the midst now, eh? Alright, fucking asshole. Ulgrim. Oh, what was his voice? Oh well, if it isn't my savior. I cannot thank you enough. I don't know. I finally get to cook for other people again. Here, have some soup. Could use some salt, but Captain Whiskey over there insists it's for combat use only. Captain Whiskey! Glad you settled in. Yay, experience! So we can hear stories, we can get soup from time to time. It's pretty nice. We don't care. So that's about it for today, guys, and I would like to thank you for joining me on this Grim Monday adventure. I'm going to make this a returning thing. My eye's itching. Oh, fuck. I'm going to make this a thing, another project like Fallout Friday. I'm having so much fun with that. Even though I've only done it once so far, but oh my god, that game is so good. So, also this game is very good. Might not be as awesome to watch because I'm just running around and murdering stuff, but hey, whatever. People watch Path of Exile, that's the same, right? I'm just bad at Path of Exile, so that's why I'm not doing that. So yeah, a Monday project, Grim Monday, is going to return next week. And I'm signing off. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed and have a good night. Goodbye.